Oh, right. Welcome to another math video. This one is looking at the recent assignment that you had where you were asked to find the volume of different shapes. So this is an example, is one of your homework problems that you had. And I use that term loosely because it's all pretty much homework right now, but I think you get what I mean. Where this is a pyramid, but it's a pyramid with a strangely shaped base. All right, so this is not a rectangle, it's not a triangle, it's not anything. This is actually a pentagon that is our base. All right, so we need to use a different formula than the other formulas that we've had, than other formulas that we may have used before. So I'm just going to pop this right over here, and we're going to take a look at this formula sheet again. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit. So since this is a weirdly shaped base, just a regular old n-gon, or a pentagon, hexagon, anything like that, we're going to, whoops, why did you zoom out? Don't zoom out. I didn't tell you to zoom out. Okay, we are going to use a formula for a multi-sided base pyramid, which is this guy right here. So volume, okay, apparently it's not going to let me do that. So I'm just going to write it here, and then we'll zoom in on it later. Volume equals n times s squared over 4 times tangent of 180 over 3, excuse me, not over 3, over n. That is times h, and that whatever number we get there is divided by 3. Okay, so now that we have our formula from our formula sheet, we can dial in to this particular problem. All right, so we need to figure out a few things. N, all right, now I'm getting a little frustrated. Hang on one second. Okay, I think I fixed it. All right, so we want to figure out what these things mean. All right, so we need n, we need s, and we need h. Okay, so n is, in this formula, it's the number of sides of our figure on the bottom. N is our number of sides of our figure on the bottom. S is the length of each side. LNGT, okay, the length. There we go. The length of each of those sides on the bottom. And h is the height of pyramid. Height of the pyramid. Okay? So from here, now let's plug things into our equation. All right? So V equals, n is our number of sides of our base. So our base is a pentagon. It has 5 sides. So n is 5 times the length of each of those sides squared. So now we need to say, okay, which of these is describing the length of each of the sides of our base of our pentagon? All right, and that is, in this case, 12 yards. So 12 squared divided by 4 times tangent. Tangent's just our operation tangent that we've dealt with in the past. 180, and make sure we're in degree mode, over n. N, again, is the same n from up here. So whatever number you put here also needs to live down here. 180 divided by 5 times h, which h is the height of our figure. So 8.3 is not talking about the height of our pyramid. Neither is 12. 11 is talking about the height of our pyramid, so times 11. And then whatever number we get from that, we're just going to take and divide that by 3 because we have a pyramid. If we had a prism, we wouldn't need to divide by 3, but since we have a pyramid, we need to divide by 3. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. All right, so V, let me get out the old handy dandy calculator. And let me do that. All right, so we have our calculator. I'm going to switch this into, whoops, switch you into scientific mode so we have enough buttons. Yeah, there's trigonometry. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work this out sort of piece by piece, step by step. Okay, let me actually do this. Boop, boop. Okay. Let's. Okay, so just there we go. There we go. Now everything fits, and we can just sort of work next to each other. All right, so let's take a look and let's just figure out what 5 times 12 squared is. So 5 times 12 squared. Okay, so that's 144. So we have 144. Whoa, that was fun. 144 divided by. Let's see if we can figure out what 4 times tangent of 180 over 5. 4 times. Let's see. How do you work? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's see. So 180 over 5. 180 divided by 5 is going to be something. So 36. And then if we take and we find the tangent of that, we get that. Tangent of 36 is 100 is that, and we're going to multiply it as this thing times 4, and that's going to be 2.9. So 2.9-ish. So I'm going to go 2.9062 and some other stuff, and we'll just round to there. It should be close enough. Times 11 divided by 3. So now let's take a look and see if we can figure out what just this part is. 144 divided by that. V equals 144 divided by 2.9062 equals that. So 44.5492 times 11 divided by 3. So now I'm just going to multiply this number times 11 times 11. So we get V equals 545.0416 divided by 3. And then I'll take this number and divide it by 3. And we should get something that looks like this. Volume equals 181.68 yards cubed, because our original units were in yards. Since we have volume, we need to cube those yards. Okay, so when you're working on something like this, just keep in mind that when you're trying to use this formula, n is the number of sides, s is the length of each of those sides, or is the length of the sides of the whatever shape you're looking at, and then h is the height of your pyramid. Number of sides of the base, length of each of those sides on the base, and then the height of the pyramid. Okay? Hope that helps. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.